Oh, sorry, second. What is up, YouTube? It is I, HPJ here. Welcome to another HPJ podcast. I am your host, Harpie Player Joe. It is May 9th of 2026, so happy Mother's Day to any and all of you who are out there, the mothers, the grandmothers, the stepmoms who are either stepping up or filling in that role. Thank you so much to the cousins, the aunties, the sisters, all of you who are mothers and filling in those mother roles, because you are definitely mothering, and we appreciate all of you. And to those who are stepping into that mother role or becoming a new mom, or the mother that does not have her children because of their passing, you are still loved. That child loved you, and so much more. So it's definitely a lot, I know, going on in the world right now, but at least for this day, let's give the love and praise to the mothers. So with that in told, and thankfully, in the positive light, um, my Mother's Day gift to my mother is I'm giving her $100 and she can spend it for what she wants. She actually knows what she wants because she's actually she had it. She said it's in her wish list. She wants to get a nice little machine that's a slushy ice cream maker, all types of stuff in one. Don't know where she's gonna put it, but it's not my problem. I'm just giving her the money so she can go buy it. That's all that matters. As long as she's happy, I'm happy. Um, there are a couple of things I want to address and I want to talk about in this video because um, Mr. Chill Chaos, if he ever sees this video, which I doubt it, I'm a very small channel, he's not paying attention to me, and I'm not going to say anything negative about Chill because this is actually a very positive thing to say about someone who has affected my life within the last 5 years. Chill Chaos is a content creator who has been doing content for almost 20 years in YouTube. Well, on YouTube. I think YouTube and even on Twitch. I think YouTube is longer than he has been on Twitch. So, shout outs to Child for being one of the OGs in creating content. Me and Child are actually literally the same age. Child is only 3 months older than me. Chill's birthday is actually at the end of this month, and he's going to do a 3-day stream fest for his birthday, and it's going to be the last stream that he's going to do, the last content he's going to be making, because Chill Chaos earlier at the end of April announced that he's no longer doing content creating. He wants to move on and do other things in his life, and that he wants to focus on those things, which first off, I commend you, Chill. Secondly, I wish you the best of luck because it's very hard in a lot of situations. But Chilled, I wish you nothing but the best of luck. I hope you not only find success in the future, but I also hope that you. There's so much I want to say because it's so much that Chilled has inspired. And he's such an amazing person. I've watched Chilled for years, for the last 5 years now. And then knowing that Shield has had such a longevity in content creating is amazing. I think it's the same way how I feel about Z and Tom and so many others that I've only been watching for a couple of years, and knowing that they have a longer history and how amazing friends they've been with each other. Because Shield has been friends with Z for over a decade. He's been friends with Tom for, I believe, more than a decade. Because when Tom started content creating, that's how he ended up meeting Chill. And then I think, was Tom part of Rooster Teeth? Or Machinima? No, he was part of Machinima, and I think that's how he met Chill. So they have been friends since the Machinima days. And I don't know what Machinima is. I've heard of it maybe once or twice. I think it was like spoofs, a lot of comical stuff. I'm very sorry because I don't know. I don't know Machinima. For someone who is, when I started getting on the content, content on the internet more fully was when I was leaving high school. So I wasn't on social media like I am now. I was only that towards the end of high school. Listen, if I had the knowledge that I had now about how to do the social media back then, trust me, my social media stuff would be a lot different. The other thing is that I also commend anyone who's been in content creating for over 20 years or up to 20 years, so because it's very, very hard, especially with all the newcomers, all the changes, everything. So for Chill to go as long as he did, I commend you so much, Chill, because that is truly, truly amazing, as they say in Team Chaotix. I don't know if Chill's ever played Sonic the Hedgehog. I know he's played Sonic Racing Crossworlds because he was doing a promo for that. But I would love, honestly, I know it's sad to say, but unfortunately we'll never get a chance to see Chill play any Sonic game. And I would love to see Chill play. I know Tom has played Sonic games. Tom has played SA1, SA2. He's played Sonic Racing Cross World. I believe he played Team Sonic Racing too. But yeah, Chill's leaving. Chill's birthday, which is I believe May 29th. I need to know when May 29th is, so I can make sure that I keep that together. That's Friday. Okay. So that'll be my last day of work, and when Chill is streaming, that's going to start off. Because Chill normally starts off my summer vacation. By the end of it, it's normally the charity room with the charity event. Unfortunately, the charity room, because everyone has now moved on and grown up, and they're living their best lives. We haven't had much of those, but it's okay. You know, things change, but thank God for YouTube having archives, and they've archived their stuff, and I can watch those things. So, there's been a lot of stuff negatively being said that I want to just address too. Chill is an amazing person, and the hate, the rage baiting that I've seen online about, well, who is he? I don't know who he is, because many of you just got on the internet. Some of you don't even have an actual knowledge of the internet. You just know people that you currently hate now because of unfortunate circumstances of what the world is now. Influencers are definitely tearing apart what content creating is. I've been on the internet for almost a decade, over a decade now, almost 2 decades. And I can tell you this, I've had more respect for more people who are genuine, who have not been in the target line of bullshit, than I do of the ones who are in the target line of bullshit. You know, because I don't watch Drewski, I don't watch Kai, I don't watch, you know, insert whatever podcast fuckboy lineup there is. I don't watch those. I watch people who are like me. We play video games. We like, you know, watching anime and cartoons, and you know, those are the jobs and stuff that they've accomplished, or you know, they used to be in corporate America, and they're like, you know, I don't like corporate America anymore, and wanted to do their own things. And I've learned so much from them than I would have learning from all these, you know, randoms that just popped up within like the last 5 to 6 years. I still know little to nothing about you, and I only know you now because you got on social media and start throwing shit around, and then people started saying, "Ooh, I like that." Yeah, no, sorry, just never my cup of tea. I don't like the showboaters. I don't like the over the top achievers. It's just not for me. You know, I don't like the flashy lights and the flashy sounds and all the crazy stuff that you have to do to get people's attention. I like genuine people. I like people who can sit in front of a camera, let the game speak for itself, and then talk about the memories and the laughs and everything that they've experienced, you know, throughout those games, throughout their lives. I can't sit through the content creators of today and for people to say, well, I don't know who this person is, and they've been on the internet for 20 years, I still don't know them, because you never given the chance to know them. You've never given Chill Chaos the chance to be on your feed, or on yours, and now that he's on your feed, you're like, I don't know who that is. Well, he still doesn't know who you are, so I guess it works both ways. But for someone like me, I know who Chill Chaos is, and I'm very proud of Chill. I'm very happy for Chill, and I can't wait for Chill to not have to do content creating, because I know Chill is ready to spill tea. Chilled also said that he is going to try to get a 24-hour live stream setup for his channel, where it just plays his content 24 hours, it like on a schedule basis, which would be really cool to see. He's still going to make revenue off of it too, and he said he's not deleting all his content or anything. He's going to keep it on there. So it's really cool to see that, and it's still like, in a way, I love how, you know, like, it's just like, nah, it's so much better. It is. It's just like, you can do better. You can. But, you know, I'm just, like I said, I'm happy for Chilled. I hope Chilled, you know, everything works out for him. And I know him and Jess are going to be fine. Jessica is his wife. She's also an amazing person. We've seen Jessica a couple of times during streams. Jessica is really cool. In that note, what other things are going on? Terrorizer got unbanned from Twitch because he said Mexican in his last stream before he got banned for 7 days. And I agree with Terrorizer. There's been worse people on Twitch saying things, and their bans were only like a day or so. Wasn't there one woman on there, and she had a little person in a dominatrix outfit and feeding him dino nuggies like treats? Someone explain this to me because I'm so confused. But yeah, that's apparently how they're treating it. Like, okay, I guess so. We're doing this. So I was just like, okay, I guess that's a thing. But no, I'm on Team Terrorizer with this one. Like, Twitch do better. No, for real, Twitch do better, because that was just ridiculous. It really was. And he was like, you know, because from what he told us, someone from Twitch was DM'd him and was like, hey, like, I want to tell you this. Like, because watch his channel. Go to Terrorizer's channel. Terrorizer, Pasta, and I think M were all in a, no, it was Terrorizer, Lene, and Pasta. Lene is Terrorizer's wife, girlfriend, partner. And they were all together, and he did a video about why he got unbanned, because later on that day he was live on Twitch. And like he said, I agree with him. I think it was really stupid how Twitch has been playing a lot of content creators when it came to content creation. So for him to, like, look, for me saying Mexican, it wasn't derogatory, it wasn't anything aggressive, and the person told him was like, no, he was like, I don't understand it. They were like, I don't understand it either, but this is why they banned you. And he was like, he was just like, he was so confused. It's like, because I said Mexican, because Louis, who's part of Vanos Crew, is Mexican. He was describing Louis. It wasn't derogatory. It wasn't anything nasty or rude. It was just, he said, oh, look, it's my friend Louis. Louis is Mexican. Like, can someone please explain to me this? Because when did Louis being Mexican become a negative thing? I'm so confused. So he ends up, so I forget what ended up happening. Yeah, he ends up giving he ends up talking about the whole situation. You know, he ended up back on Twitch. I hope he's still on Twitch, because apparently he said something else, and he was like, wait, Twitch, no, don't ban me for that. I was just making a statement. And it's like, people should not have to fear making a statement about a race, and it's not derogatory. Like, he wasn't saying anything nasty or rude or anything negative. I don't understand that. I can understand if he, like, said a slur, or he called someone a slur, but if it wasn't a slur, then there was no need to make it any more than what it was. It's really stupid. It's really, really stupid. It's so stupid. It really was. That's part of the reason why I'm just not on Twitch anymore. Because it was just, every time you look up, it's like, Twitch is just really trying to push the button. with like everything, and I'm just like, you know what, I'm good. That's why I stopped streaming. Because people who don't know, I stopped streaming because of a similar situation. No, I didn't get banned on Twitch. No, that's not what happened. I didn't get banned on Twitch. What it really was that I initially was on Twitch making content, just like anybody else. What ended up happening was that after I made the content on Twitch, I was getting my what was it? Oh, my summaries of my content for that day. And apparently, this is according to Twitch, I didn't make enough. I didn't have enough viewers for over a month because I was streaming within several days for for Twitch, because I was really trying to get affiliate really bad, and I didn't have enough views. People weren't coming to watch my content. I would have maybe 10 to 15 people that were said to be in there, but they don't count that. They only count the ones that are actually watching. So I'm like, well then, how do I get... Well, I don't know what else to tell you because I can't get those people to watch. So it was definitely very hard on me trying to keep everything fluctuated. It was just like after a certain point, I was just like, you know what, I'm done. I'm okay with just walking away from forcing myself to do content creation and literally have little to nothing to show for it, especially on Twitch. So at that point, I was just like, well, it is just what it is. And people were like, you're giving up on Twitch? I'm like, yeah. Yeah, and the crazy thing was, I was going to come back too when we did the move, so that I wasn't completely tired and I had more days to stream. But after when we moved, my laptop started having issues. I guess during the move, maybe I knocked it into something by accident and it just started to shake, rattle, and roll. But yeah, it was at the point where it's like, oh, this is not normal. Well, I guess there's nothing I can do now because my laptop was just not creating sound. Like it had sound, but when you heard it, you couldn't hear me. You can hear the games, but you couldn't hear me. So it's like, that's not gonna work unless I make it like a silent thing. But then it's just like, that's not gonna work either. So at that point, I was just like, okay, well, I guess this run is done, and it was pretty much done at that point. I couldn't make any content, so yeah, I couldn't make anything for Twitch. I couldn't make anything for YouTube. I had to go back to using my cell phone. So that's where I've been for like the last couple of years, which sucks. But my next plan is, when I get a nice fat check, is to go to Best Buy and get me a laptop. And I'll be able to do it in person now. So then I don't have a homunculus of a, excuse me. I don't have a homunculus of, things driving me insane to create content. Which I think people will be very happy about. Outside of that, really, I think that's legitimately about it. I don't have any major waves of things that I wanted to do, but if I do ever get a new laptop, that's going to be the first thing. Like, I'm not going to use my laptop for anything outside of, like, content creating, work stuff, and just having that organized. So... And then I heard there are some gaming laptops out there, and I'm interested in them. And they're in a reasonable price range, too. So, unless, like, stuff goes up, then I'm just like, fuck. But, if I have to pay it, I'll pay for it. I just can't build a gaming PC. I don't have the room for it. I'd rather just have the laptop. It's convenient, it's portable, it's accessible, and it's just beneficial. So, yeah, that's pretty much where I am in that. Outside of that, is there any other things that I want to talk about within it? Not really too much. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is being Yu-Gi-Oh! I believe there's an event going on this weekend for a YCS. That's cute. Pokemon's having a YCS as well. There was discussion actually about the Battles of Legends set that's coming out this summer. People are very interested. I did also want to note I have not done anything for Fire Kings because I am missing extra deck monsters. And I'm missing the main deck monster for the Fire King as well. I could use some of the lower level ones, but it was highly recommended that I still need the other available Fire King cards. So I need the Fire King Ukanix. I need her. So I'm gonna have to get some of her. I'll probably have to spend like $20 on that. I was also looking into getting the Mimighoul flower. Or Gimmighoul flower. No, Mimighoul flower. Because I don't have that card yet. There's still a couple of cards from the Rarity collection I need to go obtain as well. That I'm interested in. There's just a lot of stuff I'm very much interested in, and that I cannot wait to get my hands on um, for Yu-Gi-Oh! It's definitely a lot. Outside of that, really, I'm just really excited to see what a lot of the other content is. Oh, I am waiting for the next Rush Duel stuff to come out. Because Rush Duel, the new Harpie cards in Rush Duel will be coming out shortly. And I cannot wait for them. I really cannot. Because I want those new Harpie cards. Everybody who knows me knows I want the new Harpie cards for that deck. I do. Cannot wait. I'm going to have so much fun playing Harpie with the newer monster, the Hysteric Eyes. I do have a list of cards that I'm waiting for. I will be ordering this summer. So I will be getting my deck updated. So by the end of June, fingers crossed, no issues with orders, that I'll be doing that. I also will be in June. So this is what I'm planning off doing in June. So June, I have the new content, the project I'm working on. I'm working on the project. Once I finish the project, I will then be moving into finishing up some more decks. But for the most part of the summer, you are hearing it from me. Hi. I will be focusing. Focus on playing my Switch 2. I will be inviting people to come play video games with me. That's right, you're going to be cordially invited to come play video games with me, HPJ. So you now hear this too. You're cordially invited to come hang out with me and play video games during the summer. Why? People should not have a fucking excuse. We will be playing video games during the summer. We will be hanging out. Okay? Understand, everybody? Alright. Good. We understand that. So I will be definitely playing video games this summer. I will be enjoying my summer. I will be doing multiple things this summer. Because one of the big things I want to do this summer, I want to reinstate my Pokemon bank. No, my Pokemon home. So I can have that for a year. I think what I'm going to do is June 15th. I'm going to mark this down. So June 15th, I'm going to set a reminder to pay the $15, $14.99, to access my Pokemon home. I will be able to move my Pokemon around, so I can move my Pokemon from, from whatever games I need to into the other games, so that I can have my inventory slots all safe again. Get rid of a lot of the duplicates. Keep a lot of the Pokemon I want to keep. Organize my Pokemon box. Because I don't want to build a living deck. So I just want to make sure I have, whatever Pokemon I have. And see who I have, what I have, and what I don't have. which intentionally will just be making sure that I have everything. Because I will, and I will be enjoying it, and I will be just living that lavish life. Outside of that, really, what other things I want to do? Oh, I'm buying gamer subs. I'm gonna buy some more gamer subs. I have been obsessed with gamer subs since my last gamer subs I bought, thanks to Mr. Dooley Noted Gaming, Mr. Jeremy Dooley. I also found out Tom does it as well. Excuse me, Tom, Nags, Froggy, Hinya, because Hinya has one coming out for gamer subs. So if you guys don't know what gamer subs is, it's basically just it's electrolyte drinks, and they were created by gamers for the gamers. There's others like Power. I think it's Power Rogue Energy. I want to try Rogue Energy. I definitely want to buy gamer subs again. Gamer subs is expensive though. It's like 40 a tub, and it's not like big tubs either. Like I don't know if I posted the picture or anything, but yeah, I finally finished my gamer subs around April. I had bought the gamer subs in January, so it lasted me that long. Um, to me, it's more of a better alternative than what I was drinking with Gatorade. But it costs so much more. Like a big tub of Gatorade costed me $16.99 from Target. It's probably cheaper if I went to Costco. But buying a tub of gamer subs costed me $40. It would have cost me $49. No, it's $45.99. It was $49.87 because I used the 10% discount from Jeremy. So if I use the 10% discount now from gamer subs, it probably only costs me a little less than $200, which will still be fine. But it's 5 items that I'll be having sent to me, which will probably take about a week or two. But I'll be at home, so it won't be an issue. So we were like, well, you're going to be off for the summer. I was like, yeah, I'm going to be off for the summer. So that means I get to stay home, and I can wait for my gamer subs. I can wait for my Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I have so many things that I cannot wait to do, and I'm going to enjoy it. I'm also going to enjoy the 1-year anniversary for the Switch 2, because the Switch 2's anniversary. Is that Jeremy Dooley's birthday? Or I think it's the day after Jeremy's birthday. I think June 5th was the release of the Switch 2. I bought my Switch 2 in February. No, January. Was it January? It was January. So I bought mine in January, but now we're going to have a full year of the Switch 2. And anyone, I want to make this clear now, please go buy your Switch 2. Unless you know you have the funds to get a Switch 2, because they just made an announcement, Nintendo made an announcement that the Switch 2's prices is going up. It's going to be $500 flat for the Switch 2. Not with bundles. Flat. So I would advise you right now, go to your Best Buy, your Target, wherever you get your stuff from. Go get you a Switch 2 right now if you do not want to pay the money that you have to. Because I spent $678 because I bought accessories and stuff for my Switch 2. So definitely go get your Switch 2. Get everything you need to protect your Switch 2. And please go buy it. Because I don't play it like I'm so stupid. My sister gets on me so much for that. She does. She said, so how's your Switch 2 going? I said, it's fine. She said, have you played it? I said, occasionally. She said, so you went and spent $600 on a game system and you don't even fucking play it. I said, that's not true. I play it. She said, what were you playing right now? And I told her I was playing Pokemon. She said, and were you not playing Pokemon on your Switch 1? I said, yes, but now I have a bigger screen and it's in more detail. She said, no, you spent $600 just to play Pokemon on another system. I said, yeah, that's true. And then I really thought about it. I was like, damn, years before I was spending like $300, $200 to play Pokemon. I was like, damn, she got me. I love my sister. My sister makes me laugh. But yeah, she will never let me let that out. But she said she still used to give me back for the pop sockets and stuff I bought her, because she really did love that pop socket I bought her for Christmas. And then my brother enjoyed oh, by the way, my brother, he watches my content. He is enjoying that deck box and stuff I got him for Christmas. He was so happy. He needs to come get all these extra cards for me that he said he's been trying to get. that he wants to play. Also, I had to let him know that the schedule changed for Yu-Gi-Oh! And that Jensen told him, please don't come to the shop on a weekday. He'd rather him go home and not have to wait in the traffic of the hell that is traffic in California during rush hour. Because God, no, I don't want my brother to go through that either. He's like, yeah, we changed the date. It's not on the weekend anymore. I said, when is it? It's on a Tuesday. Ooh, my brother. I let my brother know. Yeah, please do, because I don't want your brother having to come all the way here to Alameda and then have to go back to where he lives and get stuck in traffic. I'm like, no, you're right. Let my brother know that. So either he hears this or actually I might see him tomorrow, because tomorrow is Mother's Day. So he might come by this or see his mom. I'll see his mom, see our mom. And he'll come talk to me, and I want to let him know. What am I doing today? Well, actually, I'm going to go wash laundry. I'm going to get up, eat, bathe, wash laundry. I've already brushed my teeth. I'm going to get up, bathe, all of that, and then get ready to go do my laundry. I need to do my laundry because it is a weekend. So, yeah. And I only have... how many weeks left do I have for work? So, I have the 11th to the 15th, the 18th to the 22nd, so that's 2 weeks, and then, so basically 3 weeks left in the school year for my job, because I work with kids, and then I'll be off for the next 2 months. Yeah, can't wait. Woo-hoo. Cannot wait. My work has been okay. My kids have eaten well for these last couple of days because we had major events we did for them, and they've enjoyed it. They said they loved it. They've been loving the food. I just wish this is kind of something we could keep up, but it's just so much. It is so much going on right now, man. I cannot tell you for legal reasons, so I'm gonna keep it at that. But I am perfectly fine. I have another therapy session Wednesday of this month. The last Wednesday of this month, which is perfectly fine. And then I don't know what else I'm doing after that. Or doing in between. I do want to go back to... Oh, yeah, I want to go back to Jollibee's. Oh my goodness, Jollibee's was so good. I want to go back. Even though I basically said Jollibee's wasn't bad, but Jollibee's kind of just reminds me of Filipino church's chicken, and I stand by that, because I shouldn't have to pull out my bag of seasoning to season the damn bird. But damn, that bird was cooked good, though. I will say that. That bird was cooked. That bird was fried deliciously. It was so good, but I was like, it just needs some more seasoning. And then I have to plan for the end of the year party too. I'm gonna do some stuff for my coworkers for the end of the year. They told me to buy the stuff and have it come there, so I'll probably do that. I wonder who they deliver. I wonder who delivers that I can get some food. I know I can DoorDash. I know I'm not supposed to be using DoorDash though. Shut up. Maybe I'll use Uber Eats. Uber Eats isn't connected to anyone, is it? I don't know these days. I could ask her to take... I could ask her. If I ask my manager, she can take me. And we can go get the food and come back. Yeah, we could do that, too. I'll ask her on Monday if she wants to do. That might work. It's been nice chatting with you guys. It really has. What am I doing? What else do I want to do? I want to play some more Pokemon too. It's so many games I have not played. I'm definitely buying Tamagotchi Live. Are you guys ready for... I gotta make my friends in Tamagotchi. Oops, sorry about that. I gotta make some Tamagotchi Life stuff soon. One of my friends are gonna. One of my friends. I know two of my friends know that they're in my Tamagotchi life. And then, what was it? Another friend of mine also wanted to be in the Tamagotchi life game. So I'm gonna have like 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I'm gonna have like 6 of my friends in my Tamagotchi life. I probably have to add a couple more. I just uploaded my Lureless Archetype video, so you guys get to see that. Which would be nice. Yeah, it's gonna be really cool. Really cool. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be cool things. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy. We don't have any announcements for any games for the NSO yet, do we? No. We'll probably see that this week. Star Fox had something going on. There's a new Star Fox game coming out. Yeah, sorry, I'm not interested in Star Fox. I don't give a shit. But I guess I should just make note of it. That, yeah, Star Fox is getting a new game. After how many fucking years was the last Star Fox game? It's been that long, huh? And I think he had like a cameo in like one game. It was basically someone, I think someone told me it was like, it was basically Star Fox. It's like, oh. Yeah, that's stupid. Well, shout out to the Star Fox fans. You guys are finally getting the game. This is how Metroid fans feel. After how many years they had to wait for Metroid Prime 4. Holy shit. You know, that's like how the Bayonetta fans felt when we had to wait for Bayonetta 3. Oh, can we talk about Bayonetta 3? Let's talk about Bayonetta 3. So, Hideki Kamiya has talked about Bayonetta 3, basically saying that, yeah, he knows he kind of screwed up with some things. And he was like, look, this is what happened. I didn't get the full story of it, but I'll just tell you guys this. And this is coming from me, because I have played Bayonetta 3. I like Bayonetta 3. I don't love Bayonetta 3. I like Bayonetta 3. I love Bayonetta 2. I loved Bayonetta 1. I liked Bayonetta 3. There's a difference. There's a difference between like and love. And there's a big margin of that, by the way. Because this is what happened. Development time for Bayonetta 3 and Bayonetta 2 were literally, what, a whole decade between each other? Because Bayonetta 2 came out in 2014. Bayonetta 3 came out in 2022. So there was literally 8 years between the release of the game. For the time that we were known, Reggie, before he left Nintendo, dropped the Bayonetta 3 trailer at the Game Awards. So we were like, oh wow, this is great. We're going to see Bayonetta 3 soon. COVID happened. I think Hideki had made an announcement that, yeah, we are still working on Bayonetta 3. Things are just slowing down because of COVID. Which everybody was. Everything was slowing down. Things that were already done were already done. So, we get that. We get to Bayonetta 3. It's literally a month before Bayonetta 3 gets released. We see the direct trailer, everything. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. We see Sareza. She's kicking ass. All of that. Then the stuff with Helen Taylor. Was it Helena Taylor? I think that was the name of the actress that plays Bayonetta in 1, 2, and in Smash Brothers. Yeah. So she's there. She gives this whole thing about how she was cheated out of her money, yada yada yada. And then Hideki's like, nah, we didn't. I didn't. You better go talk to Nintendo. Nintendo's like, look, this is her contract. And they posted it and was like, nah, she lied. Because we don't know where these stories come from. Because you're still going to get paid like you were getting paid before. It's just that they were going in a different direction with things because there's multiple Bayonettas. So they didn't want to harvest you with one thing. Which most people were like, well, thank you. You're still going to pay me the way I'm being paid. It wasn't a pay issue. It was you. The only pay issue was you being selfish. Like Grace DeLisle said when she was... The whole thing with her and voicing John, which, holy shit, I cannot believe the person who is voicing Daphne Blake is voicing John in Bayonetta. That was such a mind trip for me. But like she said, when the Bayonetta stuff happened, she was okay with taking the pay cut for what she said. She was like, look, I know what my role was in the game. Hell, when I did the movie, I took a pay cut. But I did it for the fans. Because I love my fans. See, that's the difference between most actors and actresses, is that you'll do what you can because you love your fans. it still puts a check on the table. She's still getting money. But then it was like when Helena said all that other stuff she said, it was like, yeah, no, Helena, we now we don't trust you, because she went from saying, they cheated her out of the money, and then turned around and was like, well, they owe me because I'm the reason why Bayonetta is who she is. Like, you're not the only voice actress for Bayonetta. You don't have that pedestal to stand on, sis, because what else have you done besides Bayonetta? Alright, so that's kind of how that all went down. So then after that, it was basically just more so of just everything. It was really just everything. It was like, wow, that's legit awesome. Like, good for you, Cereza. No, good for you, Helena, but not really, because you literally just got played by yourself. Like, you could have easily just took it. So now Jennifer is coming in and she's doing your job. She did her job really well. But the issues with Bayonetta 3 weren't because of that. It was because when you actually play the game and you see how the game folds out, it was basically like, y'all had about 8 years, and this is what you give us? It was basically Devil May Cry in a way, where they were pushing out Cereza as much as they could with this whole multiverse thing. Here's her daughter from a multiverse in which she dies, and then it's like, she won't say who she is because dimension hopping and whatnot. And then it's just like, well, you could have easily prevented most of this by just saying, hey, I'm your daughter from a different dimension to come to help you to stop Singularity from destroying the planet. I don't know who Singularity is in your dimension, but I need to make sure that you're okay and that we stop Singularity as fast as we can. So then here's all this, stuff about the Fae and, pixie magic and all of this, which ties into, the prequel game, Cereza and the Enchanted Forest. And I'm just like, that's really cool and all, but can we talk about this ending of Bayonetta 3? Because I never liked it, the end of Bayonetta 3. The final chapter of Bayonetta 3 basically is Bayonetta realizes that Singularity is Dr. Sigurd. Dr. Sigurd tricked them. He kills Jean. Bayonetta is worried about Jean. Jean dies. Singularity is now in their dimension. Luca and Adam, because they use Adam and Eve to describe this. So Luca and his faith variant come to Cereza and basically tell her, hey, you still have a fight to finish. I will help create a portal to send you back to your dimension to fight Singularity. And she does. She jumps through the portal, she goes, and that's how you begin the final chapter. You fight Singularity on Earth. You have these massive kaiju battles like you did in the first chapter with Gamora and whatever that homunculus enemy is. Then Madama Butterfly comes out. She gives her Kamehameha wave to help Gamora with the blast from the homunculi beast, sending Singularity to the moon. She makes this really cool statement, well, flying to the moon, huh? Well, you won't be getting that far. And then she follows Singularity to the moon, which is hilarious, because remember, the first song in Bayonetta is Fly Me to the Moon. So she goes to the moon to fight Singularity, and she does a number on Singularity to the point where Singularity can't withhold himself or whatnot, and the disruption of Singularity causes the universes to heal. So the more Bayonetta defeats destroys, Singularity, the more time and space are healing. And then all the Bayonettas show up. All of them. Every variant of Bayonetta. And we come to find out that all those Bayonettas are prototype Bayonettas, or ideas of what they wanted Bayonetta to be in certain games. So with all those different costumes and everything, they decide to use them right there for Cereza. Like you can literally tell, like this is how they want to kind of end the storyline for Bayonetta and move on to another character, which is really stupid, but sure. So they end the final battle on the moon where Jean and Bayonetta team up. They knock out Singularity, sending him flying back to Earth. Similar to that of how the beginning of the game was, where you see Bayonetta in Dark Singularity, or yeah, Dark Singularity fighting on Earth. And it's to the point now where you get to the progression of where Bayonetta is ensnared in rubble, and Singularity is going to try to shatter her into pieces. You see her Umbran clock. You see her, the heart of the Umbran Witch starting to crack, and it's cracking constantly. And Viola is sitting there. She's watching. She can't help. She feels useless. She's watching history repeat itself. Singularity throws the arrow, and then you hear gunfire. You hear gunfire of Singularity. You hear gunfire at the spear, and you see Bayonetta drop, and then someone catches her, and it's Bayonetta from Bayonetta 1. So Bayonetta 1 comes in. She talks her shit talk to Singularity. She's ready to fight, and then Labilis comes out of nowhere to attack a homunculi monster that Singularity throws at her. And yeah, here comes Labilis. And then you hear this snap of fingers, and then the monster, you see Labilis turn into multiple forms of himself, destroying multiple forms of the jellyfish homunculi. And then here comes Bayonetta for Bayonetta 2. Oh my god, it's Bayonetta 1 and 2. This is the Bayonetta trio. And then they start fighting Singularity, telling him, like, because of what Cereza in the primary timeline has done, it's fixing the alternate universes. So now it's a battle between all three Bayonettas and Singularity. And, Cereza, Origin, tells Singularity, I'm no twig, you can beat me down all you want, but I control my destiny, and my destiny has no need for you. And they fuse together and become one single Bayonetta, and they start beating his ass. And you think that's where it's gonna stop, right? No, they need to have the moment where Viola tries to play the hero and strike him, and she fails, and then, Luca comes in to save the day, and then it's like, we gotta save her, all of this. They go into the final battle, you hear all fine. Luca has control now over his beast form, and you guys take down Singularity. She summons Gamora to shoot an energy blast at Singularity, who's getting ready to, they're having their beam battle. She wins, by the way, and then he tries to detonate the goddamn area to suck Viola into a portal, and then he tries to escape. So this is where the pretenses of things go, because if you haven't played Cereza and the Secret Forest, the Bayonetta Origins, because I haven't played it, I have no interest in it, but I do know what the final ending of it is. So, Jean and her younger self defeats Singularity, who tried to go back into the past to stop Bayonetta from becoming an Umbran Witch. What he doesn't realize is, he runs into Jean. And she's like, oh no, you're not hurting my bestie. And she defeats him. In the process of this, she sees her future. And she sees her demise. What we don't know is that in this Origins, it tells us that Jean potentially is alive in Bayonetta, at the end of Bayonetta 3. Like, she is actually alive. And that she astral projected herself to avoid Singularity killing her. So she knows of the pretenses of what is to transpire in her death and tries to avoid that. Maybe in a part of her thinks that she is supposed to be the elder of the the left eye, and I guess that it motivates her even more to control the power of the left eye and the treasure of the Umbran witches. So this all alludes into the time paradox that is now, we unravel that is John alive? Because we know from the end of Bayonetta 2 post game that Luca is alive. Yeah, Luca is alive. Because when you hear Viola talk to Rodin, she says, "Oh yeah, my dad knows I'm here," and he looks at her like, and she's like, "No, he knows. It's okay because school's out today. Seriously." So yeah, she is. I think she's a teenager as well. Yeah, that is crazy. Viola is still a teenager, and that she Luca is her father, Bayonetta is her mother. She's an Umbran witch in training, and that John and Bayonetta taught her how to be an Umbran witch. Apparently, John is dead in the universe Viola is from, and that, she watched Bayonetta die. We don't know what happens to Luca, but we know that now of what Bayonetta Origin has done, she has now healed the universes, and the universes are now healed from the chaos that was created by the homunculi. So at the end of it, you learn that Viola has now taken the mantle of Bayonetta, which I guess some people have said equated to the end of one of the DMC games, which, I didn't know that was a thing. Okay. And then it was just like, yeah, this is a thing. Alright. So, I don't have anything, like I said, I don't like the ending of it because of just that right there. Why did Bayonetta have to die in order for you to say you wanted Viola to be the new main protagonist? You could have did the Naruto thing and just had them on the sidelines, training her. And then maybe in Bayonetta 4, whenever that decides to come out, we see Viola going to rescue her mother, rescue her father, go into Inferno like her mother did for Jean. Hell, we probably see Jean in whatever new threat of the game's going to be. Because there is a lot of pieces in Bayonetta 3 that we didn't get to see. We never got to see an alternate world Boulder. Maybe there's an alternate world where Bayonetta becomes a Lumen Sage, and she summons, the Lumen to help fight aside her. Or the Angels of Paradiso. We don't see that. We don't see that parallel dimension of where Boulder is an Umbran witch. Maybe the Umbra are male and the Lumen Sages are female. We don't see that. So there's a lot that really has not been told that I would like to see be told. It's true. I would like to see a lot of this. But unfortunately right now, everything's up in the air. And then Hideki Kamiya left Platinum. So we don't know who's over Platinum right now, but he left. And then he made this statement like a week or two ago. And then was just like, yeah, since everyone wants to talk about Bayonetta 3, let me talk about Bayonetta 3. It's like, okay, King, we'll talk about Bayonetta 3. We want to hear, what was really going on. So he said it. I didn't read full caption of it, but it was just, from what people told me, was like, he's basically trying to rewrite what he screwed up on. Or what they screwed up on in writing. And it was like, yeah, no, I'm not okay with that either, guys. I agree. You screwed it up, dude. You could have fixed it, and you chose not to fix it. You just chose to do what you wanted to do. Because, hell, at least it made you some money. So, yeah. But, the whole thing about, he was like, I never intended for Bayonetta and Jean to be a thing. Okay, that's cute. We still don't care. Like in our head canon, hell, Bayonetta's bisexual. She has a girlfriend and a husband, so she does what she want, when she want, how she want. Like, I don't know what other method of things to tell you, dude. Just, that's just how we all. This is how the world works. Which, I mean, that's fine with me if she wants to be gender fluid in her relationships. Go, queen. Do you? It was like, the forcing the whole Luca thing was just like, alright, I guess we're doing this. But, I mean, sure, dude. Like, to me, I was just like, this is the hill you want to die on, so I guess die on it. There hasn't been any much Bayonetta news outside of that, and like I said, I don't have an interest in playing Bayonetta Origins, Cereza, and the Secret Force, or whatever the hell that game is named, because I don't remember shit from the Switch, except for like the last part of it and some of the music tracks, which I heard weren't even that good. I was like, really? There's like, yeah, and like the point of it, there was a the battle theme where you fight some of the angels. They do play a glimpse of Tomorrow Is Mine. I was like, oh, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, and then that was about it. Heard nothing else about that game. And it's sad because Bayonetta has such good music. That's so crazy. Ugh. Such a letdown. But yeah, that was like the whole thing with Bayonetta. I will have to say I can't wait to see what the other things are going to be later on in the franchise. But right now, yeah, I'm just not. No need to rush it. No need to rush it. There has also been some talk over in the Pokemon side of the world. They've been talking about. What have been talking about with Pokemon? So the newest thing now to talk about in Pokemon is what if Heart Gold Soul Silver came to the Switch too? Which, yeah, if you, because the sales have happened. The sale report for Fire Red and Leaf Green, it's now sold over 1 million copies worldwide on the Switch too. I think it was about 1 million. And I jokingly said to someone, I said, oh, don't be surprised, because I have a feeling that if they ever, because someone was on Twitter, and they're like, what if they sold Pokemon, like, what if Pokemon Heart Gold Soul Silver made it? I said, well, one, I'd buy it day one, flat, no hesitation. And then number two is that it was sold 10 times as much as Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green. Why? Because people love Heart Gold Soul Silver. Do you know how many people... Chugga Conroy just is about to finish up his Pokemon Heart Gold Soul Silver Let's Play right now on his channel. And people were so excited because people love Heart Gold Soul Silver. I love Heart Gold Soul Silver. I love it for the nostalgia. I love it for all the content. I love for all the references. It's just everything I wanted in a Gen 4 remake. Or just in a remake in general. Like gym leader rematches, Pokemon from other regions that we can catch. We can encounter the legendaries. I don't like how some legendaries are locked behind other things. I will say that. But I just love the overall consistency of just, of Pokemon. I really do. It's really, really good. So yeah, like if Pokemon really did decide to show up on, like, Pokemon Heart Gold Soul Silver show up, I would buy it. No hesitation at all. I will be buying it flat out. So then, what were some other things? Was there Digimon Discord? No, BT25 is coming out next week. So people are hyping that up. I think it's next week or the week after. So people are hyping that up. They've already started dropping their lineup of things as well. So that's cool. I know some people were having a conversation about Digimon content is just, it's fine. No one's worried. Digimon players are still eating well. I did mention that I had an interest in going back into Digimon for the summer. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not too sure. But don't quote me on that either, because I really don't know if I want to really go back to really playing or focusing on Digimon. It'll take me a minute to really give a shit. So yeah, it's kind of the same thing with maybe Yu-Gi-Oh! I could also do that, because my locals does Genesis format. I have decks for Genesis format. I don't know why I'm trying to lie about that. I do have that. And I don't know if they're doing Genesis or doing Retro, but yeah, I have the cards. I usually go pick it up, so yeah, it just all depends. Really on what I want to do and how I want to do it. Not gonna lie. But outside of that, really, that's pretty much about it. I'm just very excited to, experience the summer and enjoy it. So, is there anything else that I'm forgetting? Oh, Puzzles and Dragons news. There is a new collab going on. I'm tired of having to build Rainbow Team and invest in Rainbow Team. I know next week we're supposed to be getting the next event is supposed to be getting a whole bunch of Magic Stones at once, and then Player's Choice Godfest is supposed to be coming up. I heard that's what's word on the street, because it is around the time we start getting those notifications about the next half of the year. So, because I'm gonna be very honest, and I don't know if people are gonna agree with me or not, but I don't like how Puzzles and Dragons is being handled, with how the just the lineup of things. I don't like it. I really don't. They're like, oh, we're not going to tell you what the new collab is. No, I want you to tell me what the new collab is so that I can prep for it. Because if it's not anything I'm interested in, then I'm not going to put my efforts into it. So, it is just what it is, right? I guess so. Then it was also, what else was it? Because the ReZero stuff was fucking awesome. The Key Hero stuff wasn't too bad. I got a lot of stuff out of Key Hero. But it's literally just like the current one right now, the Fae Mage, whatever she is. Like, it's not bad. It's just that it's so underwhelming. It really is. I just feel so underwhelmed for like a couple of these collabs they've done. Like, nothing really sparked my interest. Nothing was really like, I'm gonna go spend a whole bunch of Magic Stones on this. Or maybe just because I haven't rolled anything that was like, oh, I like how this works. Or I love how this team sets up. Because I think, no, because, what was it? Was it ReZero? No, ReZero was worth it. Because I bought the bundles for ReZero, except for the Orc skins. So I really didn't like the Orc skins. Actually, no, I rolled the Orc skin, so I didn't have to go buy the Orc skin bundle. I think Digimon was the one I spent the money for. To be very honest with you, it was worth it. Because I did get, I got one Imperial Dramon, because they didn't do the reset thing yet. So I got one Imperial Dramon, and I got one Yoli, and then that was it. And I was like, well, I can't fully finish the team because I need at least 2 Imperial Dramon. So if they do bring Digimon back around, guess what? I have a funny feeling that we're going to get Digimon, we're going to get Tamers, and it's going to be Takato Sakuyamon in Mirage Galgamon. Oh, in, not Digimon, what is that card? The one from, Beelzemon are going to be the main focus. I'm pretty sure because here's the thing too about Digimon Tamers. Did you know that all the Tamers children, all the main pro tags in the card game have legitimately had so much success? Sakuyamon did well, Mirage Galgamon had his moment. Gallantmon is having a moment. So it's like, and then even Beelzemon had a moment. So it's like, the only ones who haven't really had a moment were Leomon, because unfortunately Leomon had the trope of dying in the season. Um, was it Marine Devimon? No, Marine Angimon. Um, I mean, if you count the whole Angel, Archangel, Fallen Angel, Three Great Angel stuff, I mean, I guess it can hold its own. And Machine isn't doing too well, I mean, too bad, so we don't really get a full glimpse of if Andrewmon became Mugendramon, or I'm sorry, Machinedramon, or High Andrewmon, but Machine tends to have its moments where it's good. You know, so convert that conversion factory and get into that Chaos Dramon. You know, if you would. So, you know, it's nice to, you know, that would be the main focus. I think right now, currently, the focus is on, you know, AD01 and the main pro tags, because, of course, milking that for whatever it is. And then BT25 doing its thing. But if Digimon, in terms of Puzzle and Dragons, came back, then yeah, they would focus on Tamers. They would probably give a couple of good upgrades to the 02 and 01 cast. But to be very perfectly honest with you, what I experienced from the last wave was still that I'd rather play Omnimon. Because Omnimon was just too good. Like, Omnimon, Imperialmon Omnimon would probably still be one of my favorite teams. No, not Imperialmon leading the team. I'm talking Omnimon leading the team. Because I hate when cards have the time limits on them for how long you can move orbs. No, let me do that freely. Just, I'm going to have Imperialmon on the team because he's going to have the Awakening to stop all the bullshit from happening when my opponent wants to stop me from playing the goddamn game. So, yeah, I have my ideas, I have my lineups, I have my setups, and I'm just waiting to see what other collaborations come. I know from what I've seen from Gamu, or Gama, Gama is playing Puzzle and Dragons live streams and stuff like that, and we basically got to see JP's lineup for the next few months, for the next couple of sessions. It doesn't look like there's anything bad or underwhelming. It's just that it's going to be the basic shit. So, you know, let the free Magic Stones come. You know, let the collabs come. The Super God Fest and whatever else comes that way. I just want more free rolls from Godfest exclusives, because there are a lot of really cool Godfest exclusives in the Key Dragon stuff, and I wish it was longer. Oh, because the Key Hero stuff was so worth it. Oh, I'm so mad that it wasn't long enough. Oh, if it was 3 weeks, it'd be great. Because, oh, I had so much fun with the Key Heroes. I did. The Key Heroes and Dragons, oh, I had so much fun. Oh, it's so fun. Like, it's certain, like, in-house collabs, in-house events I like, that I'm like, damn, I wish those were longer. Like, the Key Hero stuff, I know will always come back. The Gung Ho Another Story, because, I don't know, the Gung Ho collabs, outside of what they do with Ninjala, I think the other ones are pretty much cool. Like, I think my favorite one was when they reskinned the Gundam stuff in the Marvel stuff, and how much fun I had with those. Because I really did have a lot of fun with those. Like, I did spend for the bundles. I did get the cards. I didn't mind the orb skins. What I really loved was just the teams I got to make. Because I got to really just expand my team comps. And it was really cool. Plus, I also had, like, access to all the really cool cards, too. So, yay. And then, the Gundam one. Because I got all the cards that I needed for that, team. And it was so fun playing that, a mono team. I hadn't played a mono team in so long. So playing a mono team to focus on just, you know, change the board to this orb color, swipe. Or change the board to this orb, change this board to light cards. Just, you know, make your box, make your rows, just all of that, and have fun. And that's really what it was. It's kind of nothing different from the Omnimon team, because I really enjoyed the Omnimon team that I made. It was Omnimon, 2 to 3 Omnimons, Kari, all of them together. So Hold on, I'm gonna make random comment. So, yeah. Is that really anything else? No, I think that's about it if I was to talk about that. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much about it, guys. It's probably one of my longest um, podcasts too. This has been a long one because I had so many things I wanted to talk about. Sonic's 25th anniversary is coming up, and if I'm not mistaken, wasn't Hot Swanee just dropped his latest renditions and stuff. I gotta go listen to more Hot Swanee stuff. I really do, because Hot Swanee just dropped he just dropped another album. Him and his friends, they just dropped another Sonic inspired album. I need to go check on that. I really do. So yeah. That's pretty much it, guys. I'm going to leave it there. So, next week, hopefully, same time. That should be May 16th or 17th. So, a week from today. And then the next podcast session will be either the 23rd or the 24th. And then the last podcast will either be this month will be either the 30th or the 31st. I'm going to probably set it to the 30th, the 17th, and the 23rd. I will let you guys know now, content will be slowing down between the 18th and the 29th, because those are the last couple of days that I have for work. So, alright guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. It helps out tremendously. You get the notification bell to be informed when I do upload more content to the channel. The social media links are in the description box below. And with that said, HPJ signing out. Take care and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Oh, and happy Mother's Day. Bye-bye.